The roof is open here at Wembley this afternoon, in contrast to one or two of the finals that were played at Cardiff. But the noise level is really something to behold inside the stadium. King again in there. John Terry's got to mark him this time. One at the back post by Chimbonda, off the top of the crossbar. And another scary moment for Chelsea. Haven't threatened much from open play. Drogba! Wouldn't you just know it? 38 minutes in, Didier Drogba does it yet again in a cup final for Chelsea. A rare thing. Michael Essien has just given the ball away. Can Aaron Lennon punish him? It's still a bit more like it from Lennon. Room here for Huddleston on the back post. Frantic appeals for a penalty on that side against Wayne Bridge. And he's given it.
Well, penalty, and this might be the lift that Spurs have wanted.
And it's Dimitar Berbatov and not Robbie Keane to take this penalty. Is this the moment for Tottenham Hotspur? 1-1, 69 minutes on the clock. It didn't look like coming in truth. It certainly was a penalty, and Berbatov was the coolest man in North London.
Well, you'd never have thought it was the penalty to get an equaliser in a cup final, would you? He just strolled up, waited for Peter Cech to move. Once he moved, just rolled it in the opposite corner. Not a problem for somebody of his quality. Wonderful goal. And to be fair, the assistant referee over that far side of the pitch, brave decision, but for me it was the correct decision.
Flag has stayed down. Is this the moment for Didier Zakora and Tottenham Hotspur? What a block by Cech. Zakora has missed the second chance. And Peter Cech, no question, has saved Chelsea. A free kick and a penalty so far have been the routes to goal. Gina's with this free kick for Tottenham. Woodgate! It drops in, and Tottenham Hotspur go in front, and Jonathan Woodgate in one of his first ever games for Tottenham Hotspur. Can you believe it? It's fairy tale stuff, and Tottenham have turned it round and lead in extra time.
Well, Peter Cech will be disappointed with himself, but to be fair, Genesis has delivered a couple of good balls in during the game. We've been commenting on the lack of quality from crosses from Tottenham, but this ball's whipped in there. Cech comes for it. Certainly Drogba thinks Cech's going to get it, but he just gets the slightest of nicks here, Jonathan, just in front of Peter Cech. And there we see it, Nesson, no real power, but does it matter? It doesn't matter in a cup final. That's in the back of the net. Drogba leaves it for Cech. Cech just gets ahead of him. I mean, it's a little 1-2 off the keeper. Woodgate, Cech, Woodgate, 2-1.
What a time to score your first goal for your new club. Lampard takes, gone the direct route, and Robinson was very alert and across his line. Bridge gives it back to the German superstar. Anelka, Kalou, still, brilliant, what a stop by Robinson, fantastic work. But Chelsea come in a blue tide, unceasingly. Joe Cole, and still, belted away this time. Deep in injury, in extra time here. And are they enough to see Tottenham to victory?
Well, the Tottenham supporters certainly believe it, to our left-hand side and to our right-hand side.
Robbie Keane imploring the referee from the touchline, blow your whistle.
As Robinson's made a couple of saves, they've missed a couple of chances, and to be fair, the defence has been superb.
Is the time? The whistle has gone. It won't count even if it goes in, because Mark Halsey has called it to an end, and Tottenham Hotspur have come from behind to beat Chelsea and lift the Carling League Cup. It was no great game, but it is the most dramatic comeback by Spurs, and who knows, it might signify a much bigger comeback for the club. And For so long today, it looked like Chelsea's day. From the moment that Didier Drogba, from a set piece admittedly, found the way through for Chelsea to put them in front. And Chelsea never squander a lead when they get in front, do they? Well, today it happened. It took Tottenham an awfully long time, but when Wayne Bridge handled, Berbatov held his nerve, and then John Woodgate, in extra time, the most unlikely goal-scoring hero imaginable, but he is the man who has created these scenes of joy for Tottenham, their players, the support here in the stadium at Wembley, and all the many more watching with us around the world, who began to lose faith that Tottenham would ever be back at the top table in English football. All the extra training that this man Ramos is alleged to have put into the routine at Spurs may have paid off, because they did keep going right to the very end of extra time. Robbie Keane wasn't on the field when the final whistle blew, but what a contribution from him, and how they love him, and how long he has waited to win a major medal in his career in English football.
No, it's fantastic scenes down there, it really is.
Across London this evening, and the smiles are all on Tottenham faces, and the stage belongs to them too. Jonathan Woodgate, nominated as man of the match, ahead of even King and one or two of his fellow defenders.
Well, he's probably swayed it with him scoring the winning goal, I would think, but certainly for me, Ledley King and him were the two best players for Spurs. I thought they were magnificent throughout. You know, Drogba can be a problem at any stage to you. They also had to deal with Anelka at times, you know. So they dealt with everything that came in the box. I only remember Ledley King making one mistake, and thankfully Paul Robinson pulled him out of that one. But apart from that, considering he's hardly played this year, they've spent probably 6 weeks trying to get him ready for this game. It's paid off for the club. They've finished up with the trophy. He looked at times, as I say, towards the end of the game, that he was really struggling, and that's maybe why Ramos brought on Kabul to make sure they had three at the back to try and give him a little bit of extra help. But it all worked out for Ramos. What a start for him with his Tottenham career. And there's the lad. He's managed to walk those 202 steps, but he looks to be limping a little bit to get there.
And Robbie Keane did say, while King was out of the side, if it is to be Tottenham's day, one way or another, it will be Ledley King who will receive the trophy. But how much better for him that he's played such a big part in it for his side today. The 2008 Carling League Cup winners are Tottenham Hotspur. Cue the fireworks, cue the noise, and cue the Tottenham celebrations. The road started against Middlesbrough. It took in Blackpool in round 4, Manchester City in the quarter-finals, and sweeter than sweet, a two-legged victory over Arsenal in the semi-final, before putting it over on their other great London rival on the biggest day of all. Jonathan Woodgate, we think, you know, it was his first goal anywhere in English football since his Leeds career, and of course he did score against Chelsea when he was a Leeds player.
And it was a special goal. It's not very often you can play a 1-2 against Peter Cech, the keeper, and it finishes off the back of the net. But as I mentioned in commentary, you need a little bit of luck to win cups, and as well as Tottenham did, they just had that little bit of luck at the right time, and there they are showing that trophy off, and they deserve it, and that is fantastic.
The Ramos revolution, new faces, and the players that he believes could take Tottenham Hotspur forward as a club. They last won the FA Cup back here in 1990-91, but this man has the magic touch, no question. UEFA Cups in successive years, the Spanish Cup last season at Sevilla too. But it's been a long wait for these Tottenham fans. They last listed the League Cup in 98-99. And it's been years of turmoil, frustration and disappointment.